and today we are talking about Texas. We are talking about why people do not like Texas or why people should not move to Texas. Okay, this is not my personal opinion. I've done some research about people's thoughts on moving to Texas and why they think it is not a good idea, and in this video I will present you with this information. First, the Texas ego. The Texas ego is a strange phenomenon. Texans are obsessed with being Texan, and it goes beyond state pride to a kind of cult-like jingoism. The Texas flag is everywhere. People mow the Lone Star into their lawns. The thing is, nobody else on the planet feels that way except Texans. And they take a kind of wasteful pride in the idea that everything is bigger in Texas, from the size of their truck, which, let's face it, are most used to go from the subdivision to the mall rather than do any heavy lifting, to the size of people, who seems disproportionately huge thanks to being patriotic about red meat and fried things. My friend was there visiting his adoptive parents' family, and they actually seemed to believe this weird thing many of them told me. There are only two types of people: those who are Texans and those who wish they were. Fake cowboys. This is a very interesting story. The Texans that wear a big belt buckles and cowboy hats yet have never once seen a steer up close. That's the bulk of the culture that makes up the Texas mindset. Everyone has to have a pickup truck, but most never leave their pavement, much less use it for any kind of work. Drivers. The drivers are some of the worst anywhere, with no concept of courtesy, no idea what turn signals are or when to use them. Tailgating in the right lane. The constant construction of new roads that are still horribly designed and poorly marked. The insane idea of building tall bridges at tens of millions of dollars each to bypass a single traffic light is quite possibly the dumbest thing I've ever seen. The minimal to non-existent maintenance of the roads already built. The laziness of not even naming major roads. The sudden merges with no warning signs. The plastic dots that are used randomly to mark travel lanes instead of actual lines, which also happen to be non-reflective and can be seen clearly at night. Bugs. Oh yeah, everybody hates bugs. Bugs sucks. Especially bugs sucks here in the summertime too. Everything is bigger here in Texas. I haven't encountered a snake in the hill country yet, but I have seen plenty of scorpions in the red-headed centipedes, and they suck. The bugs will rival Florida in how bad they are. Mosquitoes are huge. Bad weather. The weather is what really makes Texas a total hellhole. The eastern half is humid, hot, and all kind of miserable. Almost no air movement away from the coast. The storms are often severe. There are no real seasons except perpetual summer, and without AC it is virtually unlivable. The western half is mostly desert and scrub, and you certainly get the cold nights in winter, but not much else. Every time I'm in Texas, which is too much, it's horrible. It's 99 degrees with 95% humidity, or it's 27 degrees and windy, or it's hailing. I have been from El Paso to Texarkana Laredo to Lubbock, it's never nice. The weather is always adversary. Housing. Housing is Austin sucks if you've lived here long enough, but it's still cheaper than in the Northeast for sure. $400K will get you a nice neighborhood in a great school district. The scenery. There is none. It all looks the same, just sprawl and scrub. The whooping two species of tree that don't have any real color change. There is nothing beautiful about the scenery in Texas except for maybe the far west and north. Everything is dusty or grimy. It's the same flat, ugly landscape almost everywhere. The beaches are trashy and poorly kept. The food. The food is mediocre at best. Tex-Mex. Someone took the worst Americanized Mexican food and mixed it with the typical bland, flavorless aspects of Texas anything, and presto. Never had Tex-Mex and wondered what it's like. Go to Taco Bell. That's basically what Tex-Mex is and what it tastes like. Only it will cost you 3 times as much. Texas BBQ is an embarrassment to barbecue. Smoked meat with a rub, nothing special, no spice to it.